So, Rana, when you distribute this film, now what has been your experience with Payal Kapadia's All We Imagine Is Light? I'm talking about your company Spirit Media, and recently Rohan Khan nowadays Sabar Bonda. What has been your experience? Are people watching these films? Are you able to fill theaters with these films? Now we have Neelira coming up. What is the reaction of people?
See, all of these films have one extreme truth that they sit with. So, for example, take Sabar Bonda, which was very Marathi. So, there will be a local audience that will cheer for it.
Okay.
And then there is a subtitled India that's kind of connecting in some ways,
Right.
which become the cities in some form. It's actually funny that the audience is extreme. It's either extremely young people who are in discussion about topics, that are happening, want to know more about the lives they come from, the truth and reality of it, which is not usually available in the regular commercial cinema. That's an audience that's there. The second type of audience is a European subtitled watching community in some ways, where international cinema is watched. That's a community that started taking liking to cinema like this.
Right.
And actually for both...
You're not talking about festival audience,
No,
you're talking about theatre audience.
Theatre audience.
Okay.
But what has been the real exercise for us in this is finding where those audience are. Like even if in a city like Bombay, there will be, if I have 5 or 6 screens, there will be 2 screens performing extremely well and the other 2 that are not performing at all. Which means the audience that likes the cinema lives there.
Okay.
So now our entire structure and distribution is about how do I find the places where these audience are and make sure they have enough convenient shows. What happens with lots of theatres is for cinema like this, they'll give you a morning show, they'll give you an afternoon show, the evening will be some other popular film. But we need to fight for those evening shows because the people are actually gone to work and come back. Like for example, for All We Imagine, we made sure we were in every theatre that is next to a hospital.
Okay.
Because there were nurses that wanted to see this film.
Okay.
So every city that we picked the theatre closest to a hospital. We made sure that audience knew that there was a cinema about them being made. So it's a different marketing structure from regular films. Like Neelira will be a far more deeper film that way because there's an entire state of Tamil Nadu that resonates with the cause itself. And more so when I went for the trailer launch and when I was speaking to press or the directors there, everyone had a point of view about the issue. Everyone had different knowledge and information about it. And unlike, when we speak about regular films, in any of these film-based events, you will always talk about just the craftsmen, the filmmaker, the actors. There will be one superficial layer of talking. This had none of those superficial layers of talking. Everyone was debating, everyone was in argument, some for, some against, all kinds of things. But I think cinema like this will lead to discussion. And what I also understood is they see a much longer life cycle than a regular feature film. For all of these films, we made sure that we don't have these 4-week windows that are stopping the film. Because most often after the 4th week, it starts making a lot of money. Okay. Like All We Imagine started picking up from the 4th week onwards in many districts. Okay. Because it takes that much time and so many number of people to actually watch this film and talk about it. Because unlike other films which are about an opening weekend, about this run, this becomes about longevity and staying there. I remember we did another film called Charlie 777, which is a film based on a dog, which is Rakshit's film.
We did it in Tamil.
You did it in Tamil. Oh, great. Like in Telugu, it was running for 7 weeks. Because it's a dog lover story. They're not people who watch cinema on the first day. Now they need to know that this film is available. Like globally, you have this festival ecosystem that's very mature. So if you're following a certain kind of film or a filmmaker, if you're following these festivals, you know when the film will reach you. But in India, that's not really there. We still somewhere have to stick to the same beats of censor, same beats of release. We are fighting with the same theatres that are playing the mainstream film. See, like in Tamil, this is a great date. Getting a summer first week, April 3rd date is almost like we would have had a big film release date. So I think it took a great date to start with.
Right.
We've forgotten the idea of deferred releases, which actually means something, because the OTT has given us that 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and then you're out block. But cinema like this takes that trend much more.
It's the old-fashioned way of playing a movie for a long
period of time, and different audiences understanding it differently.
Yeah.
Like they will, like what we want to do with Neelira is make sure that the Tamil audience see it enough. There is enough spoken about it.
Also the Tamil diaspora.
Across the globe speaking about it. Then we wanted to see how the subtitle audience reacts. So today we have a show in Bombay. We have a couple of more focus screenings also happening in Bombay. The kind of reaction of the people there will kind of tell us how this film is. Like I was telling these guys, when I first saw the film in Hyderabad, there was one reaction to it. But when you see the film with filmmakers in Tamil, you feel very differently for that film because the audience around you is very, very different. So I think it's also testing a certain film with a certain type of audience. There are a lot of request shows that happen which don't happen for any other movies. Like both for All We Imagine and Suburban and a Telugu film called Pareshan. Like consistently we had groups from Manipal because there are colleges and universities there wanting these films to play there. And that is never in our jurisdiction of distribution or others because there is a captive audience there. We have to time it to their free times.
Right.
It's like, here you go, this weekend is a long weekend for them. So things like that is what we've been building over time.
That's